Good morning, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Decided to vlog this week, because why not? I don't know. I didn't vlog last week. I wasn't feeling it. But I don't know. I woke up moved to do so today. So, might as well. There's also the possibility that I won't have any other video to show you guys today because this last week was complicated. So, lots of running around to different appointments and stuff. So I didn't get to record as I originally planned to. And so far, today's Monday, I still don't have a video recorded to put out on Friday or Sunday or whatever, where I typically would put out a recipe or a haul or something for you guys. So it's possible. I'm still aiming to record. As a matter of fact, I have a day set aside this week where I'm planning to record, I think it's 5 or 6 videos in that one day. Like, I'm really hoping that the stars align where I'm able to just get up, get the house and everybody in it handled, and then just nose to the grindstone, record, work all day to kind of not only get a video out for you guys this week besides this one, but also to get back to work on my current stockpile, if you will, because I keep mentioning that I have a stockpile of videos just kind of stored away waiting for their time to shine. But the thing is that these videos are specifically for Vlogmas, or they're specifically for certain collabs, etc. Right? Like, there's a time, date, place that I'm meant to release these specific videos. So even though there's legit at this point there's over 30 of them. So you will eventually get over 30 videos from me that are literally just sitting there waiting to go. But it's not time yet. So for this week, even though I've got those 30 videos just sitting there, I got nothing for you. So yeah, if everything works out, then at some point this week, I will have just a mass recording session, and that'll handle this week, next week, the week that follows, and then a couple videos that I'm planning to add to that stockpile. If it doesn't work out, this is the only thing you're getting this week, and that's gonna have to be that. I'm so sorry, and as always, I really appreciate you guys being patient with me during this really busy season of life, because there's been a lot of curveballs in the last couple of months, and we're just trying to navigate whatever this new normal is going to end up being. Speaking of, we had to make an adjustment to my son's medication because the medication that he's on, they kind of wanted us to ramp up to his dose. So instead of starting at the therapeutic dose, they said let's give him about a third of it for a couple weeks, and then another third of it for a couple weeks, and so on. So we build up to that full dose and give his body time to adjust. We had to, it was time to do one of those step ups over the weekend, and he slept 4 hours from Saturday to Sunday, and then today's Monday, right? So last night into today, he slept 4.5 hours, not a whole 5 hours. I'm beat. We've been up since 3:13 in the morning. It is 10:40 now. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm hitting my 3 p.m. slump right now, and the day literally has not even gotten started yet. That's the vibe that I'm going into this Monday with, and that I'm starting this week with. And I don't know if it's going to get, I'm hoping it gets better. I'm actually going to message his specialist in a little bit just to be like, hey, so is this normal? And if so, how much longer is this going to last? Because oh my gosh. But yeah, it's a lot, and I know he's going to go to bed at a decent hour tonight. I'm certain of it. But it's almost guaranteed that he's just going to be up at 3 a.m. again. And I'm struggling. I'm not going to lie, I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time today. So yeah. Last week, like I mentioned, we had a lot of appointments and stuff, but it also so happened that our in-person therapist was out of town, or at least out of office. I don't know where the heck he went. None of my business. But he wasn't here. So not only did we miss therapies because of his appointments and stuff, but also like one of the therapists was out. So long story short, in all of last week, my son participated in 2 therapies, 2 hours of therapy in the entire week. This week, full steam ahead. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow, we're actually going in person to one of the therapy centers because it's time for his physical therapy reevaluation. And they always do that one in person, or we try to anyways, so that she can assess for herself where he's at with certain skills, and that way she could use that information to build the plan of care that we're going to use for the next 6 months. So that's a thing that's happening. So it's like we went from barely any therapies at all. Again, not that we weren't busy. We weren't doing therapies for the most part because we were so busy. But it was a different kind of busy. It was a break from the regular routine. So we're doing a week where we barely had therapy to now suddenly we're back to our full schedule, and we're even adding some driving around in there in the process. Only to jump back into more appointments next week. So it's a lot. There's a lot going on these days. So that's catching you up. That's letting you know what I'm going to be up to today. Survival, man. That's the name of the game right now. We're surviving. My hair is not exactly thriving, but again, that's not the theme. So, happy Monday. Hello, my pals. I am coming to you once again from my dirty, dusty car. Kiddo is currently inside his physical therapy evaluation, and I have to actually pop back in very soon because they decided to start with the actual like test portion of it first. Typically they do the parent interview first, but Kiddo was a little antsy because it's a little loud in there today, and he has his hearing protection, but like he just wasn't feeling it today. Actually, speaking of Kiddo, he slept I think a good like 11 hours last night, which was very much overdue because he spent the last 2 days sleeping just 4.5 hours each night. So he definitely needed it. Funny enough though, he woke up looking more tired than he had in the last 2 days, and he's like kind of oscillating between really up and hyper and happy and excited. And if you leave him just be long enough, give him like 10 minutes where he's just like chill, he might pass out on the couch. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he overslept and his body's like kind of, I don't know, he's groggy or something. I don't even know. But he did finally get some rest last night, which means I finally got some rest last night. Something that happened though overnight is that my ear randomly at like 1 or 2 in the morning did that clogging thing again. Like the CPAP drowned my ear from within or something. Luckily, I'm gonna go see my ear, nose, and throat specialist. I'm saying like I've already adopted the person. I don't even know their name. But I have an appointment with ear, nose, and throat next week. So I think actually it's like a 2-part appointment, because I want to say that the first part is actually with an audiologist. I'm assuming that this is just part of their typical like standard procedure type stuff, but they're going to give me a hearing test first, and then immediately following that I see the ear, nose, and throat specialist. So I guess they, again, as like a standard of care, standard operating procedure, they check everybody's hearing the first time you come in, just so that if there are any issues they can address them right away. So that's happening next week at some point. And luckily, because I had the eardrops still from when I went to the urgent care last month at some point, I'll post that up here. I was able to put the drops in this morning, and they didn't immediately help, but they eventually helped. And so I'm able to hear just fine today. I have a little bit of, not stuffiness per se, I don't know quite how to describe it, but it does feel a little swollen. Like my inner ear feels kind of swollen. I genuinely don't know how else to describe that. If you've ever had an ear infection, then I'm sure you know exactly what I mean. And if you haven't, A, you're a very lucky individual, and B, I don't know if there's a way really that I can word it so that you'll understand what I'm feeling right now. But it's not painful per se. I wouldn't even call it uncomfortable, but it is a noticeable difference from my typical feeling, situation, sensation, etc. So that's all happening, and we had a morning therapy, like at home, teletherapy, and we're here now in person, and then we have to drive home and do last minute prep on the house to get ready for our in-person at home therapy. So it's been a busy day today, but luckily I gave the house such a good organizing and scrub down yesterday that today there really was not much to do except like little last minute tweaks. So I'm not feeling too stressed about it. I'm gonna do some groceries later on today, and it looks like, again, unless kiddo decides to wake up at 3 a.m. and just completely wreck my day because I'm going to be exhausted, and I would rather not appear zombified on camera, but it might come to that. It looks like I might be able to have my all-day record-a-thon tomorrow. And I don't want to give away too much, but I do want to show you what I'm up to all day. So I might show you little bits and pieces here and there of all the recipes I'm working on. Some of them are for like the coming weeks. Some of them are actually Vlogmas recipes, and I am participating again this year in a Vlogmas collab. So pretty much the way that it works is that we all get together on day one of Vlogmas, which is December 1st, and we do whatever we want really. I'm planning to just kind of do an intro video kind of explaining what I'm doing right now, explaining how Vlogmas is going to work and what I'm planning to do for Vlogmas, etc. Other people are doing decorate with me's, or maybe even recipes or vlogs, or who knows, up to them. But we're all going to watch each other's videos that day. And then from then on, some of them are doing 5 days, some are doing 10 days, some are doing 12 days. Some of us are doing all 25 days of Vlogmas. That's my plan anyway. So from December 1st through December 25th, there will be a video out on my channel every single day. And I have been working on that since January of this year. So I had a plan for what I'm going to do every day from the 1st to the 25th of December. And any videos that I could do in advance, in particular the recipes, because obviously vlogs and like holiday themed activities, I will have to wait until the actual holidays to do those things. But recipes I can do anytime. So since January, I've been recording recipes that are going to eventually come out for you guys in December of this year. And I think that at least 2 of the recipes that I'm doing tomorrow fit into that category. So like I said, some of the stuff I'm recording tomorrow you'll see in the next week or 2, and some of the stuff I'm recording tomorrow you'll eventually see for Vlogmas. But all that to say, it's been a busy day today. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to December because it's something that I've literally been working on all year long, to be able to bring you guys a full 25 days of Vlogmas on my channel without driving myself absolutely freaking bonkers. So there's going to be 25 days of holiday themed content on my channel that has taken all year to put together for you guys. So I'm very, very excited about that. But yeah, that's caught you guys up with what I'm up to. I really have to pee. TMI, because that's what we're here for also, right? So I'm going to say goodbye to you guys. I'm going to run inside and go to the bathroom, and then I guess I'll just wait around in the waiting room until they call me in for the parent interview portion of the evaluation. So, happy Tuesday. Hey guys, it's a little dark in here. I'm sorry about that. I had to like adjust the curtains and figure something out, because even though it's darker now, at least the lighting is even. When this curtain behind me was open, it was just, I was completely blown out and you couldn't even see me. So this is as good as it's gonna get right now, I think. It is Wednesday. Today was the day that I was planning to do my all-day cooking marathon. I don't feel like it, basically. And I went through my list of things that I need to do as far as like for the channel. Because the way that I'm trying to structure my days, our therapy schedule is really packed lately. Particularly, well, I shouldn't say our therapy schedule. Our schedule is really packed lately because between therapies and doctor's appointments, there's just a ton happening. And for the most part, Wednesdays are still the one day that I can pretty much count on having some time recording. So I have a list of all of the videos, not just recipes, but videos in general, that I am trying to put out from here till the end of the year. And that includes all 25 videos for each of the 25 days of Vlogmas. Some of them are done because I've been recording Vlogmas videos literally since last year's Vlogmas finished, but most of them are not done because they're time sensitive or whatever. So point is, I made that whole list. I also checked and saw how many days I had left until the last day that I'm planning to post a video. So essentially, I'm going to be doing a video every single day from December 1st until December 25th. And then I'm not going to be posting again for the rest of the year. So after December 25th, the next video you see from me is going to be in January. Because I don't want to have to take that time to like edit and, I just don't want to do that. So that's going to be some time that I take for me, a little bit of a vacation, if you will. And I shouldn't even say that because I feel like every time I say I'm going to take a vacation, something happens. But point is, that's the plan. So there's not going to be a lack of content in December for sure. You're going to get 25 straight videos in December. Typically you get like a dozen videos a month. So this is at least twice that. But the point I'm trying to make is, as long as I record at least one of these videos every 4 days from here till December 25th, then I'm on track. And I can definitely do that without driving myself bananas. So that's what I'm going to do. Instead of doing the 5 recipes I think that I'd slated for today, because not only do I not feel like doing 5 recipes today, the timing wouldn't have worked out. Because one thing would have had to go into the oven while the other one was waiting, and then like I don't have room in the fridge to put all these things to cool, and like it literally was not going to be able to happen. And like I said, I didn't feel like it. So instead of the 5 videos that I slated to do today, I'm doing 1 today and 1 tomorrow because it turns out that tomorrow I do have time to do that. And that's actually perfect because that's going to not adelantarme. What am I trying to say? It's not going to like get me ahead, I guess, of the curve, but it definitely keeps me on track so that I don't have to record another video until Wednesday of next week. And so as long as, on average, I do 2 videos every Wednesday, then I'm on track. And I don't have to drive myself nuts. I don't have to worry about recording 5 recipes in a day. I don't have to edit 5 videos a week. Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't have to happen that way. Luckily, I've done enough work so far, and I've built up enough padding on my stockpile of videos so far that I don't have to run myself ragged. I could choose to, but I'd rather not. So I have one of the recipes, like I said, the one I'm doing today is actually in the fridge right now because it needs to cool before I can bake it. So that's going on. I'm also reviewing other, I'm editing videos and stuff today, so that's been what I've done most of the day actually. I have a ton of laundry that's piled up. You guys know that I hate letting laundry accumulate. I always aim to wash, dry, fold, and put away the same day. And I basically have all of my laundry and all of my son's laundry washed and dried, but just in a pile, waiting to be sorted, folded, and put away. So I have to do that today. Not looking forward to it, but I have to do it. And then something else that I want to make sure that I do today while I have the time is I'm so behind on my Christmas shopping. I know you're watching this and thinking, it's October, what do you mean? You still have plenty of time. Yeah, I guess, technically I do. But what I like to do, I have a system for everything. What I like to do is that in late August, let's say, I make a list of all the people that I intend to shop for. And if I already have ideas of what I want to get them, then I will obviously write that down with the corresponding person. I want to get my sister this, I want to get my husband this, etc. If I don't have any ideas, then at least I know how many people I have to shop for, right? And I can start brainstorming. And then what I do is that every week I will pick a gift and I will purchase that gift so that as of the first week of September, I'm already stockpiling Christmas presents. And what happens then is that by like mid-December, the absolute latest, every single person on my list is shopped for. And not only are they shopped for, but I probably already have their gift in my possession because you guys know for the most part I shop online. So if there's any sort of like last minute back order situation, if there's any sort of, that thing wasn't available, you're gonna have to switch gears and try something else, that's fine. I have time to do that because I started in September, you know what I mean? I have not yet even made my list and we're already pretty much at the end of October. So I feel like as far as the system I'm used to, the system that I've created that I know works for me, I am way behind. And it doesn't help that I'm still pretty much at a loss for what I'm gonna get anybody this year. So I want to at the very least begin my list today. And maybe over the weekend, I'll start actually like looking for gifts, pricing things out and seeing what I'm gonna do. But yeah, I wanna try to get that done today as well. So it's been a busy day, it's gonna be a busy day. But I'm feeling good, I'm feeling productive. I'm feeling like as long as I get these things done today, I'm on the right track to like not fall behind any more than I already have. And so that's good enough for me. So that's what's going on today. I'll probably close this out tonight because as it is, yes, in fact, this is going to be the only video you guys get this week. Sorry, but I'm proud of myself for putting anything out, honestly, because the way life is moving right now, any extras that I get into are just straight up impressive. And unfortunately, at this phase of life, the channel is an extra. So thanks for bearing with me. And I will be back in a little bit to let you guys know how the recipe turned out and however else the day went. So, happy Wednesday. Alright friends, I'm wrapping up the video. It's been a busy day, but I got everything, not that I originally set out to do done, but what I decided I was gonna do, I got handled. The cookies that I baked turned out phenomenal and I can't wait to share this recipe with you guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna do another recipe and just more therapy and stuff, but that's duh, right? I'm really tired. Kiddo's doing good. I can't wait for some sleep actually. But yeah, it was a good day. Tomorrow hopefully will be more of the same. This weekend, still no plans. I know that there's a race on Sunday and probably a Dolphins game, although the Dolphins are really just ugh lately, but whatever, it is what it is. Tua is supposedly coming back this weekend and refusing to do the Guardian cap, which is supposed to be like somewhat of a protection against more concussions. If you've ever seen Not Another Teen Movie, and if you haven't, like, you're fully missing out because it's such a quotable movie. I've probably seen that movie at least 80 times at this point, but I'm constantly quoting it. My husband and I have entire conversations in Not Another Teen Movie quotes. Anyway, one of the running gags of the movie is that one of the characters has a concussion counter because at the beginning of the movie they tell him, like, if you have 2 more concussions, you're gonna die. And of course he doesn't stop playing, so every once in a while you'll see that he like takes a really big hit and then the concussion counter goes down. So I can't help but think of that. It's not funny because this is a real life person, but I can't help but think of that whenever I think of Tua, because he is like, he literally said, I love this game, I will play this game till the death of me. And I don't think, maybe he knows exactly what he's saying, but that sounds very predicty to me, because if he keeps messing around he's gonna find out. And that's unfortunate, but he's a grown man. He's making a choice. I feel like the NFL should require him to wear certain protections if he's going to insist on continuing to play. But apparently that's not how this works. So fingers crossed that he's fine and he survives. I know that if I were his wife, I would not be cool with this. And maybe she's not, but he's going to do his thing, right? So whatevs. And then something else that just happened. We just watched episode 7 of Agatha All Along. The thing about Agatha All Along, the unfortunate fact, is that you probably can't just like pick up Agatha All Along and like drop in and watch it. You can, of course, nothing's stopping you. But it doesn't really make sense unless you've already seen WandaVision. And WandaVision doesn't really make sense unless you've seen pretty much all of the Avengers movies. And actually, before you even see, or not before you see WandaVision, but before you see Agatha, you have to watch WandaVision and you have to watch the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. There's just hours and hours and hours and hours, tens of hours, maybe even over 100, I don't know about over 100 hours, but probably close, of content that you have to have seen in order to really get and like appreciate Agatha All Along for what it is. And if you're somebody that like we have, that you've watched all the Marvel stuff and you haven't seen Agatha yet, like I don't know what you're waiting for. Incredible show. And this episode, episode 7, even the cast said this is the best episode of the series, and I think they're right. So if you have seen some Marvel stuff but not all of it, you've been thinking about it, if you haven't started Agatha for whatever reason but you were interested, I really, really recommend that you watch it. It's so flippin' good. Next week they're doing a 2-part finale, and it'll be a series finale. This is always meant to be just a 1-season series. And after this episode, I just don't know how they're gonna top this. So I'm really, really excited. And tomorrow we get New Lower Decks, which I think is gonna be 2 episodes as well. Anyway, there's a lot going on. I'm happy to finally have shows to watch though, because you guys know I'm always... Okay, so my camera battery died and I can't find the spare, so I guess I'm finishing this vlog on my phone. I was just saying, I'm really happy to finally have shows to watch because I'm always asking you guys for recommendations. Currently, I'm watching Dancing with the Stars, only because Alona Mayer's on it. Alona Mayer. And I love her, so as long as she's on it, I'll continue to watch. I don't think she's gonna win, but I'm rooting for her all the same. So I'm watching Dancing with the Stars, Agatha All Along. Now we're gonna have Lower Decks. I'm watching MTV Challenge. I'm a little behind on that, but I'm watching MTV Challenge, Sister Wives. So I have a lot going on right now. I don't know how long each of these shows will last. So as always, I'm open to suggestions for new stuff. I tried to start Killing Eve and I'm curious to continue it, but I kind of had a little bit of a hard time getting into it. So I might give it a second shot and see how that goes. We tried Lost and I lasted I think a whole 3 minutes before I had pretty much a panic attack and we had to take it off. So maybe not that because we've never seen Lost. But yeah, any other suggestions, I'm open to them. And that's going to be that. So the next videos you guys get from me are probably going to be recipes, but I will be vlogging intermittently here and there, you know, as the inspiration strikes. So I hope you guys will keep following along. And, you know, subscribe, hit the notification bell, etc. so you don't miss any of my uploads. I know my schedule's been a little bit wonky lately, but hoping to get back on track eventually. So thanks again for watching, and we'll talk real soon. Bye.